Day after a lion attacked and killed a 22-year-old intern at the Conservators Center in Caswell County. Many questions still remain. How could this happen, and how are people who live nearby reacting to it? WFMY News 2's Jansen Silvers went to the Conservators Center today to try and get answers. Jansen.
Well, this was a tragedy no one saw coming. Alexandra Black worked at the Conservators Center as an intern there for less than 2 weeks before the deadly attack. Neighbors tell me something like this has never happened in the 20 years the conservatory has been there.
Very sad mistake on someone's part. Caused a lot of hurt. You know, an animal's dead, a person is dead, and evidently this young girl was doing finally what she always wanted to do. And it's very sad that it ended this way.
Neighbors of the Conservators Center say the emotions are still very raw after a lion attacked and killed 22-year-old Alexandra Black while she cleaned an enclosure. The sheriff's office eventually shot and killed the lion. Neighbors say they love the Conservators Center, which makes this even more heartbreaking.
We love it. We hear the animals when we go out in the morning. You can hear the lions roaring and the wolves howling, and it's unique. It's a nice thing to have.
But not everyone is so supportive. PETA released a statement this afternoon saying in part, quote, humans and captive animals will keep losing their lives as long as unaccredited roadside zoos like the so-called Conservators Center keep imprisoning dangerous animals for entertainment. Now, as for what happened, the sheriff's office and Conservators Center are only saying it is still being investigated.